other chemicals call the phagocytotic WBCs. What are the two phagocytotic WBCs I have explained in the previous class? They are the neutrophils and monocytes. So what happens basically when there is, so this is what, again we go to the sequence. This is an allergen. This is not accepted by the body. Histamine identifies the allergen, basophils identify the allergen, gives out histamine. Histamine along with other chemicals call the phagocytotic WBCs. It calls the phagocytotic WBCs. They come to the site and engulf the allergen. That is how the thing is removed. That is how the allergen is removed. This is what is allergic reaction. And what is inflammatory reaction? Inflammatory, the same thing, more or less the same thing happens when you get hurt. Is it accident or you get hurt? You find a swelling in that part. Is it clear? The swelling is also due to that kind of reaction is called inflammatory reaction. What is inflammation? Inflammation is swelling. Is it clear? That also happens due to the release of histamine by the basophil. Is it? So we have done about, and this term you have to do. WBC, there are several chemicals present in the granules. What term did I give you? I gave you histamine. This is one term, histamine. What is the function of histamine? Only you don't have to explain how allergy occurs or how allergy is taking place. What do you have to know? That what is the function of histamine? Histamine initiates the allergic reaction. Is it clear? And allergic reaction or inflammatory reaction. Now, what is the second function of, what is the one more chemical we will talk about in basophil? Basophil is heparin. Heparin. This is another protein present in the, granules. What is the function of heparin? Heparin is anticoagulant. What is the meaning of coagulation? Means blood, clotting. So the blood, when it is running through the blood vessels, no clotting should occur. Is it? So the basophil naturally give out an anticoagulating factor, and that is called heparin. This is again, and so it is a protein which stops blood clotting when it is flowing in the body. The blood is circulating in the body. So this is anticoagulant. This is these two have no relation. They are totally different. This is initiating allergic reaction, and this is an anticoagulant. So what do we know about basophils? Basophils have a very means it's not a very prominently lobed nucleus, bilobed. Second thing is histamine. It consists of granules which consist of different kinds of chemicals. Out of different kinds of chemicals, I'll name only two which you have to know. One is histamine. What is the function of histamine? Initiates allergic reaction, initiates inflammatory reaction. And the second one is heparin. What is the function of heparin? Heparin is anticoagulant. It doesn't allow the blood to coagulate when it is flowing through your vessels. Okay, that's all about basophil. Now we come to neutrophils. Is it clear? More or less neutrophils, and neutrophils are the blood cells which almost constitutes 60 WBCs actually, which almost constitutes 60% of the total WBC. Is it? Eosinophils and basophils are very less in number. They are 1% or even less than the total WBC. The neutrophils are large in number. They are plenty. They are approximately 60% or more. If you have got some infection, they are even more. Is it clear? To 60% or more than the total WBC are neutrophils. And the lifespan of these neutrophils are 2 to 3 hours. Neutrophils, I'll do together because basically the functions are same. Neutrophils and monocytes. Is it? One granulocyte and one agranulocyte. That is why I have drawn them together. So one neutrophil and one monocyte, this is one monocyte, this is granulocyte, this is agranulocyte, but function is more or less the same. What is the function? Both are phagocytotic. And how do they kill the germs? They kill by carrying out phagocytosis. What is the meaning of phagocytosis? If the germs are present, they move towards, this is the, either neutrophil or monocyte, and they move towards the germ, and then finally they engulf the germ like this. You have done in the previous class, engulf the germ like this, and this process is known as phagocytosis. Both neutrophil and monocytes do the same thing. Neutrophils are more voracious. Not only this, the dead blood cells, not only dead blood cells, dead cells are also engulfed by, we call them as cell debris. Okay, they are also engulfed by neutrophils and monocytes. Is it clear? So clearing part is done by these two. Let us come to lymphocytes. Just a basic of it. You know a lot about lymphocyte. We have done in the previous class. Rather, you have done in detail in previous class. An immune system you have done lymphocyte. Lymphocyte, what is the function of lymphocyte? Lymphocyte produces antibodies. Is it clear? So this lymphocytes, what is the function of lymphocyte? They produce antibodies. What are antibodies? Antibodies are the proteins produced by lymphocytes to neutralize antigen. In the previous class we have done. Is it clear? So the function of lymphocyte is to produce. So they do not engulf the pathogen. How do they kill the pathogen? By producing antibodies. Is it? So how? See, if you have seen, we have done with all these. If you see, all the five different types of WBCs are engaged in protection. This is protecting us from different viruses and bacteria. Even larval, means the larval form of parasitic worm. Is it? This is allergens. It is protecting us from allergens. Why? Because the body cells are not accepting. This is protecting. Not only this is also helping the blood to flow freely by producing an anticoagulant. These two are engulfing pathogens, and these are killing pathogens by producing antibodies. Is it clear? So these all five different types of WBCs are engaged in protection. Now, that's all about the functions of WBC. Now let us see two terms. What happens if there is excess production of WBC? We had done with erythrocytes also. Too many erythrocytes, polycythemia. So here also too many leukocytes, abnormal increase of leukocytes is leukemia. Again, it is a blood cancer. Okay, leukemia. Okay, and abnormal increase. All right, and abnormal decrease of leukocytes leukopenia. More or less the same term we have done. You remember we had done abnormal decrease in erythrocyte as erythropenia. Same way it is leukopenia. Is it all right? Okay. So both, polycythemia and leukemia both are types of blood cancer. In polycythemia, RBC number increases abnormally. In leukemia, WBC number increases abnormally. Is it clear? So this is that's all about WBCs. So let us come to platelets. The next blood cell we are going to do is platelets. WBCs, one thing I just missed out, WBCs all different, where are they formed? All WBCs are formed in the bone marrow. in the bone marrow, both red and yellow bone marrow.